Hey guys, it's 7 7, and today we're gonna be looking at the deep dive of the Heart of the Void by Helldivers 2. So let's get into it.
Super Earth counter-offensive. After successfully constructing the gateway, Helldivers and Seath have entered the Void. Making their way across Illuminate blasphemy, Super Earth forces are searching for the source planet where they aim to put a stop to this threat, the Void of Liberty.
In the previous campaign, known as Census Thunder, Helldivers secured immense quantities of Illuminate Voteless that poured out from the Void. Through careful study of this Illuminate Voteless specimen, Super Earth scientists have discovered a way to enter the Void itself.
Previously, we have seen the Illuminates come to us. They have invaded Super Earth. This time, we go to them. You will be surrounded by Illuminate ruins, Illuminate tech, and Illuminate biome, and there are 4 new objectives to complete. We're also trying something new with our mission setup. Instead of creating a linear mission that always plays out the same, we have now created a mission with a randomized set of primary objectives.
I'm actually interested in this. Like, yeah, it's random, but like having random missions on each thing, like having a main mission that I can guarantee what it is cool. And we get to see everything when we look into it anyway. But I like this idea of a randomly spawning missions. Um, in some ways, this is probably one of the reasons I might stop playing Helldivers some days. Is just because I'm kind of bored of doing the same stuff every day. But the idea of them having number one, this is the biggest issue we've been saying for years, is that the Illuminate don't really have anything. Seeing them have more missions alone was good, but then to see them have something like this, and to see this potentially play out on newer on the other factions is going to be wonderful. Especially on Hive worlds and stuff like that. I think that's going to be wonderful. So I'm actually a big fan of randomly generated missions like this. I like that.
You're going to experience several primary objectives, but no sub-objectives. And these primary objectives can vary. They're randomized. This is completely new. We have never tried it before, and it's a pretty small scale, but we would like to hear what you think about it, so let us know. We've also created a new tactical objective. If you clear
The biggest issue that I think this is going to have is if it has some issues with glitching. I imagine it shouldn't be a glitch situation we need to worry about. However, it's not like Helldivers hasn't glitched out before. So my biggest criticism, more than likely, will be if there is a lot of glitches going on, is that we need to figure out what that is. This idea of a secondary extraction zone, I do think is really cool. I'm really happy about that because sometimes when they put an extraction zone, it's the worst position ever. I'm talking about like there's no defensive lines. There's no like they might give us some buildings, but all it takes is a harvester to knock it down, or like one of the flesh mobs. It's crazy. No rocks or nothing. And then sometimes like it's like an area full of trees. Like it's crazy. So I actually do like the idea of this secondary extraction zone because sometimes I just hate where they put them.
the area of enemy structures, you can unlock an optional extraction site. We've also made some further improvements to previous missions, namely the oil rig and the tactical video camera that you will bring with you into the Void to document the Illuminate corruption. Your main objective is to document their war crimes, destroy their defenses, and do what must be done to stop this foul Illuminate corruption.
I would kind of what I wish like the video camera, like I know it's always had like a primary objective reason, but what I would love to have instead is like while we can have the camera there for that, why not have something like the camera in order to, like, let's say make it so we can reduce the cooldown time. Like we have someone who's mainly focused on recording battles and stuff like that, and so it gives the Super Earth High Command, whatever, wanting to give more funding towards our particular group of super destroyers, or maybe we get better reinforcement cooldown times. You know, something like that. Maybe it reduces our cooldown times because someone's running the camera, watching explosions and stuff happens. You know, it makes sense from the idea of a capitalistic standpoint, but it makes sense that Super Earth would want to make a Helldivers action shine. maybe even showing off how good Thief is. Maybe we get more people down. It could also be an idea of like, hey, look at all these enemies, and it causes Thief to want to come down more because of the fact that there's so many enemies in the area. And so I would really, really love to see the idea of us being able to work with this camera as our main, not support weapon, but support gadget that allows for like something like that.
Super Earth established a gateway into the void by pouring immense amounts of resources into creating a stable wormhole. This was constructed on Rurga Bay, the one planet that the Illuminate repeatedly tried to claim with their exostorms, but were denied through the valiant efforts of the Helldivers.
Space inside the void is strange. There's no stars in the sky, just void. The planets inside the void have changed. There's planets that have been drawn into the void, and then there's new planets in the void. That feeling of change will be most noticeable in the heart of the void, in the source planet.
Navigating the void is complicated. Super Earth has amassed the best of the best of the best in order to enter it and locate the source planet. The planet formerly known as Sisi.
That place is wrong, is unsettling, creepy, is weird.
Should the Helldivers successfully liberate the source planet, the sharpest minds of Super Earth believes he will destroy the void and return the planets that were previously lost from the warm embrace.
We haven't had to do a
Destroy the void.
a Nest nuker yet in a while. At least not on the Illuminate. We haven't had to do anything like that in a while. So, well, not in a while. It's never happened. So I'm kind of glad to see that.
And return the planets that were previously lost from the warm embrace of managed democracy.
I do hope this means that the DSS can't get in there. That'd be really, really good. I'm kind of tired of the DSS destroying everything. So hopefully we won't see anything like that. However, I did hear something from Thornton that we may end up losing a DSS one day. So we'll see what happens. Regardless, that looks like that was the end of the video. So link in the description for the official video if you're interested. As well as drop the follow if you're on Rumble, drop the subscription if you're on YouTube, and drop a subscription if you're on check out the description of this video in order to see like the copy thing. It's kind of like Patreon, so if you're interested, just go there. You can donate there as well. It's up to you, but I'd greatly appreciate it. Regardless, no, we're not getting into anything. I'm out of here. Later.